Basham PT. I hope you're having a good start to your week. And I got thinking that since we are doing a morning practice this week, so I'll be seeing some of you on Wednesdays at 9:45, that I would provide more of an evening slow wind down practice for the rest of the group, since some of you like the evenings better. So that's what we're going to do today. I want you to go ahead before you start practice, and you can pause this video if you're watching it and just go and grab about 3 pillows, 2 or 3 pillows, so that you can use them for some of the longer holds that we're going to do. So go ahead and place a couple of those pillows under your hips. Relax your thighs, sit up nice and tall, let the shoulders fall down your back, palms facing down, close your eyes, and just bring awareness to your breath. So let's just take a moment here. This is a short practice, so we won't take long, but just a moment to get centered, become internal, and let go of whatever happened in your day, in your weekend, whatever's going on in your mind. Be intentional about it. Really set it aside and come back and just give yourself the next 15 or 20 minutes to just be here right now and let everything else go. Notice the cadence of your breath, usually how fast or how slow our breath is, or how erratic it is a direct correlation with how we're feeling. So, it's no big deal. There's no judgment you need to attach to it. Just let it go, and then be intentional about slowing it down. So if we slow our breath down and we take deep inhales and exhales, we tell our body that we're okay. We tell our minds that we're okay. And it brings us into the parasympathetic nervous system, so that we can really bring down our cortisol, bring down our nervous system, and just relax. And that's what we need to do at some point for even 5 minutes a day. So let's take 3 or 4 breaths together and slow that breath down. So I want you to inhale for a count of 5 or 6. So fill your lungs, let them expand laterally. Pause at the top, retain all that air. And then exhale for that same count of 5 or 6. Pause at the bottom. Again, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Retain the air. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. One more deep breath together. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to your normal breath and make your way into all fours. So it's the end of the day. It's always good to start yoga with cat-cow, just undulating the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the seat, lift the heart, lift the chin. Exhale, press the floor away, let the head go, belly to spine, and tuck the tailbone. Inhale through cow pose. Exhale through cat. Inhale through cow. if you're a cat. Add some hip circles. So inhale, circle the hips to the left, around. Exhale to the right, back to the top. Inhale to the right, back. Exhale to the left, around, and to the top. 2 more rounds. Inhaling to the left. Exhaling to the right, around, and back to the top. Last round at your own breath. Good. Find a neutral spine. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Spread the fingers. Press the floor away. Grip the mat, especially with your thumb and your forefinger. Let your ears rest in between your thighs. Imagine there's a block in between your biceps and hug it. Hips high. Knees can be bent. The balls of the feet are pressing down and pulling back on the mat. Set your gaze in between your heels and take 3 breaths. If your mind starts to wander, it's okay. It's the end of the day. Lots to think about, lots happened. Just let it go. Try to return to the breath. Then come high into the tiptoes. And then inhale as you float out to a high plank. Pause. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high plank and pause. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale, high plank and pause. Exhale, down dog. Now we're going to lower our knees. We're going to step our right foot forward. Right foot goes up by the right hand. Come to the back of the top, or the top of the back foot. Press down with both feet, squeeze in, and rise up to a low lunge. So you're pressing your left hip forward, you're pulling your right hip back. The hip creases are lifted, the rib cage is pulled down so the core is engaged. Arms rise up. Now let's get into the side body as well. So interlace the fingers, pointers extend, biceps hug towards your ears. On your next exhale, you're going to sway up and over towards the right. So my hips, my legs have not changed positions. I've got a solid foundation of my feet pressing down and my legs squeezing in so that I can feel this left hip and the side of my rib cage really getting a nice stretch. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale back through center. Exhale, release the hands down. Take the left hand to the inside of the right foot. Take the right hand to the base of the spine. I want you to twist and open towards the right side. And send your breath to the back of your rib cage. So full breath in. Full breath out. If it feels good, you can extend that right hand up. Inhale and exhale. Take one more breath in. On your breath out, release the right hand down, step that right foot back, and then bring the left foot around so that it's in line with the left hand. Again, press down with both feet and squeeze the inner thighs, and rise up to your low lunge. Interlace fingers, pointers extend, biceps hugs to the ear. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sway to the left. So you're pressing that right hip towards the right slightly as you reach to the left. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. Exhale back through the center and release the hands down. Plant the right hand inside the left foot. Take the left hand to the base of the spine and spin your heart open to the left. Full breath in. Full breath out. Maybe open up with the left arm. Inhale and exhale. Release that left hand down, step the left foot back. Lower all the way down to the belly. Bring the hands out in front so we're coming into Sphinx pose. The tops of the feet are pressing down. Forearms, palms press down. I want you to pull back with the hands. So you're pressing down and pulling back with those hands and letting your chest pull through. So you should feel this in the low back strengthening. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Come into forearm plank. Neutralizing the spine here. Press through the heels. Reach through the crown of the head. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And then exhale, release all the way down. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. And tuck the toes. Use the knees. Up and back. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. And full breath out. Inhale, take the right leg high. Exhale, step the right foot up. So you're going to take the right knee behind the right wrist and lower your shin down, coming into half pigeon. The back leg is straight. I'm going to pull in my bolster if you want to pull in your pillows. So right here, I want you to press down with that front shin and press down with the back leg and kind of squeeze the inner thighs. I say that a lot, but it helps us to neutralize the pelvis and keep a little bit of muscle engagement as we come into this deep stretch. So you want a little bit of both, a little bit of muscle engagement and a little bit of stretch. And then we want to really kind of let our body settle in. We're going to take 3 full breaths here. One more big breath in. Long breath out. Press your pillows or your bolster forward. Step back to all fours. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Now I want you to take both heels over towards the right. You can deeply bend your knees. And you're just going to press the palms forward, lifting the hips up and back towards the right. Bring your gaze out under the right armpit. Just opening into that hip a little bit more. Then come back through neutral down dog. And step the left foot forward, lowering the shin, coming into half pigeon on the other side. So back leg is straight. Press down with both legs, squeeze the legs together. And then lower the upper body down to whatever is available for your body. And take 3 slow breaths. Take one more inhale and an exhale. Good. And then press yourself back up onto your hands. Press the pillow forward. Tuck the back toes. Step back to down dog. Now this time, take the heels to the right, bend into both legs as much as you need to. Take the hands, press down and up and back towards the right as you give, so your hips are going towards the right as you look up and under that left armpit. Come back through neutral. Bend the knees, look up at the hands, walk your feet in. And lower your seat down. Let's get into the hamstrings. So I want you to sit up nice and tall. Bend the knees as much as you need to and grab the outsides of your feet. So some of you might need to really bend the knees. I don't want you to worry about that. Just grab hold of the feet where you can. And you'll start to feel some opening in your low back. Pull your chest through. Keep your spine nice and long here. Now I want you to drive through the heels and feel like you're pulling your hips back in opposition. So that should really get into the low back and start to get into your hamstrings no matter how bent your knees are. Take an inhale here. Now exhale, tuck your chin, bring your forehead towards your knees and really fold into the stretch. Take 3 full breaths here. Inhale, reach your fingers past the toes. Rise all the way back up and release the hands down. Go ahead and grab your bolster or your pillows. You're going to place it behind your low back. Bring the soles of both feet together and then lower your back down onto the pillows or the bolster and extend your arms long, letting the chest and the inner thighs open here. So close your eyes, let your body relax into this position. If your mind starts to wander, again, just let it go and return to the breath. Take 2 or 3 more breaths in this position. Just really letting your body just settle down, your mind settle down and prepare for bed. And then press into your forearms, rise up. We're going to take one more restorative pose to get into the fronts of the thighs, the fronts of the hips. So you're going to take the pillow or the bolsters and you're going to place them right underneath your hips. Your upper body is going to go just as it was with the arms splayed out at a T. And your legs are going to go long. Your feet are going to splay to the edges of the mat. So you should feel nice opening in the abdominals and the hips and the fronts of the thighs. And again, just let your body completely settle in. So right here, it's the end of the practice. I want you to do a quick body scan. So notice the feet, the calves and the thighs, make sure they're soft. Relax the hips, soften the belly. Let the chest be open and the shoulders draw back. biceps, forearms, fingers relaxed. Let the tongue relax in your jaw. Let your eyes relax behind your eyelids. Let your head be heavy. And just rest here for a total of 5 or 6 breaths. If your mind wanders or, you have trouble settling here, start to count the breaths. Use that to focus. So counting the inhale for a count of 5 or 6 or 7, and taking that exhale for the same count of 5, 6, or 7. Then you're going to bend both knees, place your feet on the mat, lift your hips up, slide the bolster out. And then lower the knees to one side or the other and pause in fetal position, cradling your head with one of your arms. And then press yourself all the way up to seated. Let's take a gentle twist before we end. So inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, twist towards the right. Take the left hand to the right thigh, gently press into it. Lengthen the spine and then twist up and over towards that right shoulder. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Gaze towards the left shoulder. Nice long spine. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, hands through heart center. Namaste. I hope you have a good evening.